Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Young Minds Unplugged. And today I will be discussing one of the major aspects of our teen life is examinations. Examinations, for me, they were like a lot of stress sometimes, but also they gave me an opportunity to look at give it a broader perspective at whatever subjects I was studying, and carefully. Then basically it pushed me towards making learning about new things basically, because during my school years I wasn't really like that. I didn't pay attention towards class, but exams actually helped. Like they pushed me towards, okay, there are new things to learn. I need to do certain aspect to meet a criteria. So I didn't have the best adversity quotient growing up, because immediately any kind of immediate thing used to come up, I used to always panic. But exams were never like that. They always, like in my school at least, they always had a proper schedule, and that's why I guess it was easier. But now that I'm facing, that I'm going to will be giving my entrance exam, some mock tests just come up randomly, and I have to still face them. But I think examinations should be taken in a positive manner. I think that examination as a word should be renamed as challenges. So if it's like a video game in which there is a challenge and you somehow maneuver your way towards finding a solution or clearing the level. So in a similar manner, examinations can be taken up as a challenge, as a video game, as like a final boss battle, you may say. So that's how, like, maybe imagining it in this way will reduce the stress levels and also the anxiety of exams. Yeah, the case is actually very different when it comes to competitive exams, because competitive exams, again, the name suggests competition. That means you're going up against a whole group of people. And competition basically means that you have to be better than someone. So it adds on, I'll be honest, it adds on a lot of stress most of the times, because it's not like a regular school exam. But to cope up with me, like right now I'm trying to give the design entrance exam, and honestly I just look at the bright side of it. For 1.5 years I've been preparing for it, and even right now I still feel that I'm very underprepared, because I may have not put that many efforts. But I still look at the positive side, that whatever I've learned throughout the process, whatever questions I've solved, whatever sketches I've made, drawings I've made, whatever I've learned is still a plus point, even if I don't clear it. But like the part which matters is attempting it and giving my 100%. So that actually reduces my stress levels a lot. And obviously there will be a lot of anxiety when you're going to give certain competitive exams. The key thing to remember is that you have to give it 100%, and that's all matters. Prepare for it, make a plan. I don't know, just maybe make a timetable, and when the exam season comes, you just have to dedicate more hours. And honestly, once you dedicate more hours and you complete that goal, the satisfaction of eating a meal after that, trust me, the satisfaction of eating a meal after that is the best, because you not only you get hungry after studying for those many hours or working, but you'll also like taste every single ingredient in the food. And I personally love to cook, so usually after I'm done with a certain, you giving a mock test or giving any sort of practice exam or solving questions, I cook something and eat it, because it gives me more satisfaction. So as a stress reliever, I perform a bunch of my hobbies. You can also do these things, like whatever hobby. You can go down for a ride on your bike, cycle, or you can go for swimming or any other hobby you have. So that reduces stress level a lot. Also, the best way to deal with stress is to talk with your friends. Once you talk with your friends, you can ask them questions about the same thing, you can discuss the same topic, and automatically stress levels come down, because once you have like common ground, even they will complain about the exams, even you will complain about the exams, and then both of you are on the same level. And trust me, it really helps to talking to someone about this, especially a person who is giving the same exam. So yeah, that's how I handle my stress and anxiety. Okay, stress buster. For me, it was kind of difficult to find out my right stress buster, because the field where I am going, I'm trying to make my passion into profession, because I love to draw. So I'm going into that field. So finding a stress buster is not, I mean, sometimes it usually may not be your hobby, because in your mind you still might have thoughts about the same stress coming up exams and anxiety of the exams. But I guess the best way is to try out new things. For me, in the past 2-3 months, I've been trying out new things. Like I tried out cooking, I tried out like fixing up my cycle, I tried out doing mechanics. Basically, learn something other than what I'm supposed to do in life. So, doing these other tasks, no matter like whatever task it may be. So, like I said, like you can always watch a movie, you can film something, or you can do something recreational. So doing something recreational is somewhat of a stress buster, because not only does it give you like clarity, or like it relieves of your stress, it makes you forget about your exams. It also may open up other options, because as you're growing up, whatever field you may enter, it may not be the same field. Even after you give your entrance, you pass or you fail, it matters then, right then. But later on in life, what matters is you can always switch your field. That's why having these kind of stress busters early on, or like different types of hobbies, basically multitasking, helps in the future, because then you will have an idea. Okay, even I can also do this. So it's also a pretty good thing if you're considering for the future. For me, first step probably would be dealing with the situation. So you first see what the scale of the situation is, and immediately what most people, even what I used to do is just think about the situation. Like, oh, kitna bada hai, like its magnitude is big, and I have to do this, I have to do that. So that got me into a lot of stress. So first step would be break it down into simpler steps. So if it's a big task, if it's a big problem, you like calculate the amount of time you have, and then you break it down and you divide. So like har ek din pe, every single day you do one small task regarding that, and slowly, even if you don't realize it, the stress will go down. This is very difficult in the beginning, but trust me, it will help. Now step 2. This is a add-on to step 1, because as you divide your tasks and do it like day by day, you need a lot of focus. Because, and again, with experience I'll say, like I had to do a lot of portfolio work and a lot of works to complete, and basically build up a good presentation, and also study for my school exams. What I did was, following the first step, I broke it down into a number of days, but on every single day, I only thought of what I had to do on that day. So basically, if I had to study one chapter on a single day, or I had to do a certain amount of portfolio work, I would do it slowly, but with 100% focus. If you do one small task with 100% focus, then you will remember it. And basically, your memory retention becomes better. So then by the end, you will not even realize that, oh, I've completed the entire thing, and then you will feel satisfied. And third step would be again, doing recreational activities. For dealing stress and anxiety, the best way is to talk to your friends. I'm repeating again, the best way is to talk to your friends. Because trust me, I'll tell you about this one situation. I was really worried about my mock test, which was going to happen a few days in the week. But the next day, I thought that my assumption was that everyone is prepared for it. Everyone did their whole aptitude and whatever sketching skills, they must be all greater than me. But I talked to one of my friends, and she said that I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm unprepared. That immediately, all of the stress had built up in my mind. It just released. Like I was like a pressure cooker, and the pressure was released. That's all. And I was emptied out, and I was really chill, because someone else I know was facing the same situation. It's like conformity. There's a term known as conformity. Basically means that we feel comfortable what the public is doing. So usually conformity is not a really good thing when it comes to thinking creatively, or finding a solution to a problem. But conformity does help with stress. If many people are dealing with the same situation, you feel a little bit relaxed, because you know that, oh, you're not the only one. It's not on you. No one's going to blame you for anything which is about to happen. So that's my step 3, is to be as recreational as possible, and mostly talk to your friends. Thank you for tuning in, and I wish you luck for your next coming up exams, or any exam at all. Bye.